you guys, welcome back to the Vlogmas. You know what? This Vlogmas, I'm enjoying myself. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot having to post every single day on the Patreon. Sorry, I have a stain. I was just eating fried fish. Ignore that. But I've been enjoying it because if I have something to say, I can just come on here. But today is not a vlog. It is not a vlog. Today we are going to, Kenya has thoughts. I have thoughts. I have opinions. I need to get out. So this is just the stuff that I don't want to make a full formal video about, but I have thoughts. I know you want to know my thoughts. So let's get into Gabby DiMartino. I don't even know what Gabby DiMartino does. Is she like a blogger, a beauty girl? I don't know. The name rings bells. Like, I know she's popular because the name rings bells, but I never watched her content. Here is the thing. I heard about this. I saw that Smokey Glow tweeted about this. Someone retweeted Smokey Glow on my timeline, and I saw she was talking about this, but I had no clue like what was really going on. And I thought to myself, this can't be as bad as like drama channels are trying to make it be. I'm like, surely there is some like, because sometimes drama channels, the channels that like cover like drama like every single day, like, you know, they're nitpicking and trying to find things, which is fine. It's all fun, right? And so I'm like, this can't be as bad as like people are making it to be. So I just did a quick little Google search and I Googled Gabby. And what in the hell, y'all? So if you don't know what Gabby DiMartino did, Gabby DiMartino, she made a joke, not even a joke, about selling her childhood baby videos of her being nude for $3 on OnlyFans. The thing is, I say it was a joke, but it wasn't a joke. It was very, very weird. Everything about this is weird. Should we get into the child pornography of it all? Should we get into the fact that you can't even say you weren't trying to make it a child pornography thing because you were talking about it in relations to OnlyFans? Like, you were going to sell a picture of you, even if you made a joke about selling a picture or you just thought nothing of it, what? I don't even know where to begin with all of this, because you thought it would be okay to like even say that you would sell a childhood pic of you. That's you saying, I know there's people who like looking at little kids nude, and I'm going to give you something to look at. You do realize you just said, hey, I'm going to participate in child pornography. If I started selling pictures of me as a kid nude, I am participating in child pornography. Can we discuss it? Like, that's weird. Like, why are some of these influencers so weird? Like, I don't even know. Like I said, I thought when I was going to look into it, it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. Like, maybe I was going to see that it was just a joke. Like, clearly she didn't mean that. There's no way she could have really meant that. Child, her excuse was, so after she got called out for it, this is weird, she came on and she was like, oh, the video was only supposed to be seen by my close friends, and it was just supposed to be a close friends thing. You are weird. Like, this is just one of those things where I don't even know what else to say except influencers be weird. Like, y'all are bizarre. Like, this is not okay. I've already had this thought. I haven't fully worked out the thesis on this thought, but I've already had this thought to myself that with OnlyFans, with TikTok, and even on Twitter, there's a lot of children who are involved in sexual activity online for the entertainment of adults. Like, can we discuss it? I think there is a huge market for children being sexual online to market towards weird pedophile adults. I 100% think that is. I was on TikTok the other day. I'm not like on TikTok, but I'm on TikTok. If you want to follow me, my name is As Told by Kenny. You won't see nothing there, but you never know. I might pop up. But I was looking at the For You page, and I saw that like a lot of the dances, a lot of the things that's going on, I privy that it's not kids who are enjoying looking at this. Like, kids are enjoying looking at this for the right reasons. Like, it's just other kids dancing. They're having fun with what it should be. But there is a group of pedophile adults who are looking at this and are aroused. Like, and it's so unfortunate because these kids should be allowed to do whatever they want to do on the internet and not have to worry about weird kids. But I kind of think that many people know that weird adults, did I say weird kids? I meant weird adults. Weird adults, like, people know that weird adults like this stuff and they're feeding into it. I think a lot of people are fully a part of the exploitation of minors, and we're going to have to discuss it some one day. Like, remember that stuff that was happening on Twitter where we found out a bunch of the girls on Twitter who were posting like sexually suggestive, talking about sex and all this stuff on Twitter were kids, like they were under the age of 18. We found that out, and that's what I think about. Like, there are a lot of people who don't realize the dangerous things that we participate in with people. It's like people being in group DMs with minors on Twitter and stuff, or on Instagram, or on any of these places, and they're sending nudes back and forth. You don't know these people. Please do not post. If you are a minor, please do not post your bare body, any body part of yours that is not your arms and face and legs, on social media to these people, because people are weird. You're coming in all trusting and, oh, we're friends. These grown adults should not be in group messages with you. If y'all have a common interest, so if it's a group message about Big Brother, or a group message about Steven Universe, or Ricky and Morty, or Sailor Moon, sure. But the minute that shit starts to get personal, you need to leave. You need to leave, because it's getting weird. And it sucks that the kids even have to be the one to make this judgment call, because now I'm going to put it on the adults. Adults, if you're noticing things are getting weird, so you're in a group message or a group something with a bunch of people who are underage, and it stops being about Sailor Moon, it stops being about anime, it stops being about whatever y'all started this about, and people are, little kids, minors are telling you their personal business, or minors are starting to send videos in the group me, or pictures in the group me, you need to remove yourself from the narrative, my doll. Like, it's weird. It's really weird. And I think what happened with Gabby DiMartino really shows this culture of weird, like a lot of people straddling the line on child pornography. Like, it's getting weird. It's already weird, but like, it's getting overtly weird. Anyways, that was bizarre to me. I don't even get, because most of the time when people come back with an apology, I'm like, okay, cute, I can see where we went wrong, but I don't even see where we went wrong here. Like, it was just, I don't even see how you got that mixed up. I didn't like that. Ken did not like that. Anyway, let's get on the board hoe herself, Larsa Pippen. I don't know the details of who Larsa Pippen is dating. I know he plays basketball. This is what I am going to say. You know, I was talking about child pornography and taking advantage of kids. It's going to get to the point where we're going to have to say Larsa Pippen and her gang take advantage of black men. And I find myself between a rock and a hard place, because you can't be taken advantage of by the Kardashian and friends unless you allow yourself to be taken advantage of by the Kardashian and friends. Like, you have to be susceptible to it for the shtick to work. But they're so dumb. The people who fall into their web are so dumb that they don't even realize that what they're in. They don't even realize they're in it until they're already in it. Therefore, I don't even know, but Larsa Pippen is weird. Like, it's getting weird. It's already weird. It's very Get Out, and it's very like, Larsa Pippen's life is miserable. Larsa Pippen's life is miserable and piss poor. And why don't they realize, the people who are like messing around with her, she's gonna bring you down with it. The thing is, Larsa Pippen is so dumb that Larsa Pippen doesn't even realize She don't stand to gain nothing and none of this. Like, I want to say Larsa Pippen is taking advantage of some of these dudes that she with, but I'm trying to look at it in the end. Tristan's still with Chloe. Future still being Future. Who's some other people? Like, the people that she has been with, they end up fine in the end. She's the only one who ends up looking like a bozo. Like, these people are literally half her age. Like, you are messing around with kids. Once again, if I call out older men for being predators, there has to be a call out station for people like Larsa Pippen who prey on young men to make themselves feel young, who prey on young men because they have no other thing going on. I am going to go on a limb here. Larsa Pippen is not attracted to black men. Larsa Pippen is a fame whore who has nothing else better to do with their life. Go raise your fucking kids, you loser. Larsa Pippen is a loser, and that's why she does the things that she does. She don't care who got a man. That's why I told you guys, no tea, like, Future was with Sierra when she got with Future. Like, Larsa Pippen don't care about nobody, and that's why the Kardashians had to cut ties with her, because you can't care less than me. We all know when it comes to thieves, you can't care less than me. And the Larsa Pippen, the reason why she worked with the Kardashians so well, they gelled so well, because they're all classless losers, but you can't care less than me. The Kardashians care this much more, and they have more to lose than Larsa Pippen. Larsa Pippen moves like a woman who ain't got nothing to lose. She's a desperate woman. She's a desperate, bored woman. But the gag of it all is, how do you have time to run around town with kids in the NBA when you have children at home? But I'm not even going to mother shame you, like, because we always do that to mothers, even though I do it to men. Kenya's consistent. I do it to men too. How Future got all this time to run around when he should have kids at home? I'm not even going to mother shame her, because at the end of the day, she should just have something better to do, right? She should just simply have something better to do than what she is doing. That's the part that don't make no sense to me. You ain't even got to take care of your kids. Let's say your kids are with Scotty, and the gag of it all is her and Scotty even divorced yet? Like, is she officially done with Scottie Pippen? What did Scottie Pippen do to deserve the hell that Larsa Pippen puts him through? I'm going to hope for my own sanity that Scottie Pippen is so detached from it all. He's so detached from who Larsa Pippen is as a person that he's just I really don't care. I know she looks stupid as hell. We all see her looking stupid as hell. And it just is what it is. I hope Scottie Pippen just sleeps well at night she's stupid as hell. And the thing is, as long as you stay with Scottie Pippen kids and those kids stay in good health, you will have a check, boo. Her youngest child with Scottie Pippen is a child. You get checks for the next 10 years off child support. Scottie Pippen has a job. I see him on ESPN. You get money. What are you doing this for? It's boredom. Something is wrong with Larsa Pippen. Larsa Pippen needs help. She needs help. You are too old to be changing your face to fit what the Kardashians are doing, and too damn old to be breaking up a marriage between 20-year-olds. Let's discuss it. You are too damn old to be breaking up a marriage amongst 20-year-olds. Why are you in 20-year-old business, you old fuck? Why? It don't make no sense. You are too damn old to be doing this stuff. And it's one thing when you mess up the Kardashians' life. It's one who cares. But when you're messing up innocent people's lives, and I'm talking about that basketball player's wife, when you're messing with people who don't deserve your fucking shenanigans, you found whatever basketball player was willing to sling something at you, and you went with it because you're desperate. You don't even know who this boy is. You don't even know who this boy is. All you saw was black. He plays basketball, and that works for the Kardashians. So you thought, let me get it too, and you look stupid. You look absolutely stupid. I feel so bad. I don't know who to feel bad for in this situation, because I can say I feel bad for Scottie Pippen, but for what? You the one who took this girl from off the streets. Like, you the one who got her into this life. So do I feel bad? Not really. Like, I don't, you get what you get, right? I don't even know. I guess the kids, I feel bad for the kids. Like, I don't know. It's just all bad. Every time Larsa Pippen name come up, like, you would think by now, like I said, Larsa Pippen is a whore from the 90s. We have known about Larsa Pippen for a very, very long time. You would think she would have business by now. You would think. I have grown up. The first time I heard Larsa Pippen's name had to be when I was in elementary school sometimes, when Kenya was really getting into like the pop culture scene. Y'all know I'm a pop culture guru. So when I was really getting into the pop culture scene, that's when I that's when I found out who Larsa Pippen was. The fact that I am 24 years old now and you still ain't found no damn business, what that say about you? What that say about you? Anyways, last we're going to do something that is not quite as much dragging. We are going to talk about the beautiful Letitia Wright. Letitia Wright is Zuri on Black Panther. I just think at this point, we can just close Black Panther. I've already thought this. Like, the Rat is never going to do it. The Rat is never going to let Black Panther go. Like, why would they just shut down a $1 billion franchise? They're never going to do it. But I think the Black Panther can just end. I think Black Panther can just be a one-off movie. It's in memory of Chadwick Boseman. Like, we can let it go. I've never been on that there needs to be a Black Panther 2 post Chadwick Boseman. I think the first Black Panther is a perfectly fine movie. It ends perfectly well. And I think we can honestly just leave it there. Specifically because if Michael B. Jordan is not going to be there, if we're going to say like he's done, where's the heart coming from? Like, even if we did it too, where's the heart with Chadwick dead and Michael B. Jordan's character? Like, I'm sure there was already talks to like write Michael B. Jordan's character in the sequel, but like for what? Then you have Lupita, who was like with Black Panther, and why? But anyway, tangent. So she's been she has that toxic Christianity thing going. You know what I mean by toxic Christianity. There's toxic Islam, there's toxic Judaism, there's toxic, every single religion has a toxic side, right? Every single one. And she's a part of the toxic Christianity where their faith in whatever they believe in gets in the way of common damn sense. They're so attached to the word, they're so attached to the book that common sense just goes right over their head. That is where she is in her Christianity journey. Like, common sense does not matter. She believes everything can be explained in a book that was written forever ago by just a man. And it doesn't work that way, beloved. And because she is involved in toxic Christianity, the people who are involved in toxic religion practices, they're susceptible to a bunch of like charlatan and snake oil salesmen because they just want to believe so bad spirituality is what's going to save them, not realizing that if you're going to go the religion route, spirituality on top of life is what's really going to deliver you to freedom. Like, have your spirituality, you can believe in something, but also use what you've learned in real life to push you forward. But they believe everything in the book is the book, and that's what, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. That's where my girl Letitia is at. She's at the part of her religion journey where things don't make no damn sense, right? And so it makes people who are like her, because this is not only a Christian thing, this is in every religion. people like her get susceptible to snake oil salesmen because they want to believe that whatever their religion is can solve all the earth's problems. And that's where we get anti-vax, Letitia. If you are on your platform spewing anti-vax sentiments, it's disgusting for me. I put a whole rant on Twitter about this, but I'll go off here. So the Tuskegee experiment was something that happened. It left black people, black people were done wrong. There have been several medical experiments dating back to slavery that black people have been done wrong. Black people have been all types of things through medical experience. It's a serious thing, and especially black people in the South have a real fear of doctors, There are black people, specifically black people in the South, who have a real fear of medical professionals because of what has happened to black people historically in medicine. I'm here to tell you, most of you don't have that. Most of you are lying, and that's what really, it boils my blood. I hate when people take other people's real fear and they adopt it as theirs when they know that's not the truth. They adopt it as theirs in order to because they don't want to admit the truth. And the truth is, a lot of you are just anti-vaxxer. This is the first time with the COVID vaccine. A lot of people they have to practice their politics. Y'all have yelled at anti-vaxxers for the past 5 years, and now you have to practice your politics. You have to believe that there's a vaccine that is on the market that the FDA has said is safe, that has gone through testing. And by the way, the COVID vaccine is not much rushed than any other vaccine, let's be clear. But anyway, that would take reading. But you have to put that into practice. You have to put what you have been preaching into practice. And a lot of y'all can't do that. And you're uncomfortable with that truth. So you're adopting this fear of this real fear that many black people do have, you're adopting as your own in order to mask the fact that you have anti-vaxxer thoughts. Because every time I hear someone try to explain to me what they're afraid of with this vaccine, they don't know nothing. They haven't done the research. It's not making any sense to me. It's not making any sense to me. And you don't get to look at me in my face and say a majority of the black people who don't want to get this vaccine are scared of medical professionals. That's simply not the truth. Because y'all also be the same people on my timeline talking about how y'all gonna get this surgery, that surgery, get my body done. I'm going down to Brazil to get this done, that done. I'm getting this type of filler, this type of Botox. What's the truth? What is the truth, Ruth? Something's not adding up here. Something's not adding up. And it's not my fault that I'm asking the real question. If you are actually afraid of medical professionals, then you are 100% well within your right. Black people have every right to be afraid of medical professionals. 110%. They do us wrong. But if you are not afraid of medical professionals to get anything else done, but the minute it's time to get a vaccine, you like, what's in the vaccine? What's in the vaccine? But you got fucking collagen in your face. You don't get to talk. Because you don't make any sense. Kenya wants to get these two little wrinkles I have here filled in any day now. And guess what? I don't get to talk about being afraid of a vaccine. Because what the fuck are they going to put down in my face down at the damn plastic surgeon place? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Things that go through way less tests, y'all put in y'all bodies every single day. So just be okay with saying you are anti-vax and you're going to work through that. That's the thing. People, because we are so quick to label people, we don't allow people to meet themselves where they're at. You have to meet yourselves where you're at sometimes. Like, you know what? I do have these sentiments. It's like when I tell people, you can't say you're not homophobic, but you also wouldn't date someone that's bi. No, you are homophobic. Or when you tell people this deep desire that you have to not be fat is because you have fat phobia, you have a phobia of fatness. When we give you what you're giving to you, you feel uncomfortable because you're like, my whole identity is not being those things. But I'm here to tell you what you're saying doesn't make any sense. And this, meet yourself where you're at. Oh, I am homophobic because I wouldn't date a bi person. Let me work on that. Oh, I am fat phobic because I have a deep desire to not be fat, even though there are many times. This is how you know if you're fat phobic. This is a whole tangent. If someone told you you'd be healthier fat than you would be skinny, and you would still choose to be skinny and figure out how you can live skinny, you are fat phobic. And you can look in this camera and say that you would not take skinny, but meet yourself where, ask yourself, would you rather be skinny and have like ailments than be fat and be fine? A lot of people would choose skinny because a lot of people can't really meet themselves where they're at. You are fat phobic. You don't like being fat. You don't like fat people. You think fatness is disgusting. Meet yourself where you're at. But a lot of people, we immediately, when people say something about this, we throw all these words at them and you're canceled and you're canceled and you're canceled. And it makes people not actually do the work. No, a lot of you need to do the anti-vax work. You need to work yourself out of being anti-vax. You need to work yourself out of the homophobia. Work yourself out of the fat phobia. Because pacifying it and be like, no, I think I would date someone who's bi, or I'd be fine being fat, or I'd get a vaccine if there was a COVID vaccine. This proves that when it's in front of your face, y'all wouldn't do it. Y'all are weird. Like, and that's really what it is to me. So for Letitia to get on her platform and spew the anti-vax, so it's just so why, like, someone made a tweet and it's like, why does everything in America have to be so goddamn difficult for y'all? So God, they should have never gave you niggas internet. I swear. And then to lie on top of that most black people are not getting the vaccine because they're afraid of the Tuskegee experiment. A huge chunk of black people who have been talking about not getting the vaccine cannot even tell you about the Tuskegee experiment. We know that because of all the false information that goes around about the Tuskegee experiment. Therefore, you want me to believe that, and you, like, no, people believe that the devil's blood is in the vaccine, and that's why they're not going to get it. Who are you lying to? Like, you can't lie to an actual black person who talks to black people, who lives it, like, who's lived. I know what black people think about vaccine. I know a huge chunk of black people believe a lot of mental health disorders come from vaccines, or autism comes from vaccine, or schizophrenia, all types. I know what people think. You can't fool me because I'm in the community. So stop with the lies. It's disingenuous. It's disingenuous to bring up what black people have gone through in medical professions and say that's why people don't want to get vaccines. No, y'all are anti-vax because you believe in the conspiracy. Conspiracy theories have a hold on our people. Hookah, Hennessy, and conspiracy theories do our people in every time, every single time. Like, it just has a hold on us. I don't know what to do for my people, but anyways, that's the end of this one. I hope you guys enjoyed Vlogmas Day 5. I love talking to you guys so much. This was fun. I have so much fun with you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Bye-bye.